Hello my friends, it's time. Oh yeah, it's time. And this time we're going to review a Speyside whiskey. Now, if you've come straight from a video where you've just watched one of my other reviews, and that was also a Speyside, that may have just thrown you off when I said this time we're going to review a Speyside. But I'm assuming that you've kind of watched my videos in order and maybe, well, do what you want. Everyone's different. The whiskey we're going to review is this one. She's only 10. Her name? Aberlour. Aberlour. I have a friend from Scotland, and it's extremely fun to wind her up and say, how do you rate the whiskey Aberlour? Try it. Next time you talk to somebody about whiskey, you're saying, oh, we'll review this one now. Aberlour. Should we taste Aberlour? Would you like a dram of Aberlour? See what they say. Aberlour. Aberlour. That's the correct way to say it, according to her, anyway. So, Aberlour. Matured in a combination of hand-selected traditional and sherry oak casks for a minimum, so that could be wrong, of 10 years. This expression represents the very essence of Aberlour character. As a classic Speyside malt, this 10-year-old Aberlour achieves a remarkable harmony, marrying subtle aromas of spice with hints of autumn fruits, giving it a soft and long finish. And that was quite difficult to read because there's a signature going through it. So, bit of feedback for you. Next time, sign a bit below or somewhere else. That was difficult for me. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some out, nose it, taste it, palate, and then I'm going to finish the whiskey. Watch. There we are. Pouring it in. Perfect. That is the perfect amount. Do you know why? Because I said so. Okay, lovely colour. To the eye, look at that. You'll see it better there than there, but that's like a copper still. That is, eh? Do you know what a copper still is? Why don't you do a whiskey distillery tour and find out? Okay. Not much been taken from this one. This is what I would call another go-to whiskey. For the amount you pay, I personally think, pound for pound, as it were, this is a very good value for money Speyside whiskey. And I'd also go so far as to say, bear in mind that it's 40%, had to check, it's a very good whiskey for beginners. So if you're, trying to get your son or your daughter into whiskey, this is a good one to start them on. And once you've started them on this, the doors will open. And I will explain why it's a good one to start them on. Excuse me, whilst I do the tasting. Let's start with the nose. So straight away, very fruity. One of the main fruits that stood out for me there and then, plum. A plump plum. Are we still allowed to use the word plump? Closely followed in second place, it was a close one, by banana. There are other fruits in there. They're going to come more to the fore as I delve into this further, but they're very, shall we say, sherried. These fruits have been interrogated Where are the others? Where are the other fruits? In sherry. And hence why they smell like they're sherried fruits. Raisins, sherried raisins. It's quite nutty. Quite a nuttiness to this. You know the smell of a peach skin? Or not? Very nice. Yeah, this is that nice, smooth, furry peach skin. Not furry as in, oh wow, how long has that been in the fruit bowl? Flipping it. Seriously, I told you to chuck the fruit out. Not that long. Just, pick it up. Oh, nice fresh peach. Oh, hey, hang on a minute. Oh, have you got that Aberlour 10? Can I have a smell of that? Oh, wow, look how similar they are. Genuinely, it smells like a peach skin. Amongst plum, banana, sherried fruits, raisins. Anyway, palate time. I like to, as a quick one, if you haven't watched my videos before, I like to palate, taste it, and I like to go back to the nose on the second take of the palate. I find it works, and it's really nice, and I also find it makes me look like I know what I'm doing. So, why not? It's pleasantly spicy, like a spicy fruitcake. Very subtle toffee. Maybe banana. That makes sense. It was on the nose, Spoke to somebody on World Whisky Day. They were saying, I'm yet to find a whiskey where what you find on the nose is also on the palate. And I said, have you ever tried a whiskey? It's not that rare. It makes it sound like it's the Holy Grail or something. Quite often what you find on the nose will be on the palate. And if it's not, maybe you should try harder. So, having said that, he also laughed at the idea of keeping the whiskey in your mouth for a second per year. He literally was laughing at that. Fine. It's up to you. Drink your whiskey how you want to drink it. I'm not here to change you. I'm just here to enjoy my whiskey and talk to a camera. Where was I? Oh yeah, palate. I'm going to go for the second palate and then I'm going to nose it again. That time round, there was obviously the fruitiness on the nose, complemented by the spicy fruitcake on the mouth, and the subtle toffee came through on the nose as well, which I don't think I got first time round. No, I don't think I did. Nosing as well, we were able to get like plum in that. When you're nosing and tasting, get a bit of plum in there as well. The finish, it was like a honeyed caramel kind of finish. It was sweet spiciness, but that was on the palate. So start the palate, bit of sweetie spice, bit of sweet spice, sorry. And then towards the end of the palate, oh look, there's some more. Lovely bit in the finish. It's worth saying, there's no smoke for this whiskey. Like, none. No peat, no smoke. So if you're somebody who's a bit, I'm not sure about the smoke, I'm not sure about the... This is a safe bet for you. I really think this is a great beginner's whiskey. I've said it before, Say it again. Oh, forget it. I'll say it a third time. This is a great beginner's whiskey. For sure. Good. So, in summary, Speyside, Aberlour, 10-year-old. It's a good go-to whiskey, very good value for money. Around about Christmas time in Tesco, you'll probably be able to get it for a better price than most other times of year. Online, though, you'll be able to pick it up for quite a competitive rate. Tasting notes. On the nose, we were able to get, I think it started off with plum, a bit of sherried fruit, like raisins, sherried raisins. There was a bit of banana. It was a bit nutty. And then I said, oh, nose that. Oh, smells like the skin of a peach. Nice and soft. So forth. Moved on to first take of palate. First take of palate, I managed to get spicy fruit cake, a bit of toffee, and a small amount of banana, if I remember correctly. Then I took another bit on the palate and I nosed it at the same time. Why? Best way by far. Voted the best way 2015 by Queen Elizabeth. So can't be wrong. That way I picked up everything again, except for when I was nosing it, I also got plum on the palate, and then nosing it whilst tasting it, I was able to get subtle hints of banana as well on the nose, and the toffee came more to the fore on the nose. I think that was the way around. Yeah. Finish, it was like a caramel, honey, sweet spice finish. And the sweet spiciness was there at the beginning of the palate and towards the end of the finish. So everyone's a winner. No smoke to this, no peat to this. Safe. You'll be okay, you know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Alright, calm down. There's no smoke here. You'll be fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my review of Aberlour 10. 40%. Sherry oak cask. It's nice. It's good. It's worth what you pay for it, you know. It's a good one to have in the collection for when people come round who aren't sure about, oh, do I like whiskey or not, you know. Apart from the ones that go, oh yeah, I'm not sure if I like whiskey. I like whiskey that goes well with Coke. There's a special whiskey for those people. And you know what? One day I might review that one. But until then, I'm going to leave you guys, okay? There's the 10-year-old. Here's Whiskey Bloke. Here's my barrel. There's my glass. I'm just filling time now. Trying to make sure it's a good length video. Anyway, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to do other stuff as well. Comment, chat, get in touch. Friend request. Anyway, you have a good one, guys. Peace out and safe travels.